Hey, what's up everybody, Redline here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green version. In the last episode, we defeated Koga and got ourselves in a very grueling battle, the Soul Badge. And in this episode, as I'm sure you can tell, we are not in Future City, but instead in Viridian City, and that's because we have a little bit of surfing to do. I have a new fake party member, a Goldeen, and it knows surf. So there's a couple places around the region that we've visited so far that we can use surf to access. And actually this spot, technically we could have come here a long time ago with Cut, but that's beside the point. Yawn, I must have dozed off in the sun. I had this weird dream about a drowsy eating my dream, and I learned how to eat dreams. Ooh, this is too spooky. Too spoopy. Let me teach it to a Pokemon so I can forget about it. So this guy will teach you Dream Eater. I don't think anyone on my team can learn Dream Eater, no. So I'm not gonna worry about it, and he fell back asleep. Yeah, we could have come here a long time ago, but I just didn't get another good opportunity to come here. Anyway, our next destination, if I can get to fly, will be Celadon City. Yes, there's more to do between here and then, but I'm gonna be saving that for a later point. So just hold tight on that. If we come over here by the game corner, nope, on the other side of the fence. As you remember, there was this little patch of water here. Cross this and talk to this guy. Hello there, I've seen you about, but I never had a chance to chat. It must be good luck that brought us together finally. I'd like to celebrate by teaching you the move Soft Boiled. Another move tutor. Soft Boiled is a move that lets us heal our Pokemon. Unfortunately, again, none of us can learn it. So yeah, that's everything we could do here, except I mentioned when I was going over Grimer that in this patch, which is where you can find, sorry, let me try that again. In this patch of water, you can find Grimer with a Super Rod, and by surfing, you can also find Coughing. Coughing is a decent physical wall with average offenses. Its move pool is fairly wide and has a combo of, its type combo with, oh geez, words are really hard. Pure Poison type with Levitate is really good because it only has one weakness, the Psychic. It relies on TMs for good moves, however, and its special defense and HP are pretty mediocre. Could be useful if you want to use it, but it's so incredibly rare to find in this pond of water that you're probably better off just waiting a little bit. We'll have access to them soon enough. So yeah, that's all we had to do in Celadon. I will meet you at our next destination. Okay, so we're on Route 12, and the only reason we're here is for this little patch of water to get to this little island here. And it is a skill swap TM. Pretty interesting, lets you switch abilities with your opponent, or not opponent, a target. It's actually much more usable in things like double battles where, like say you had a Pokemon with Levitate that new skill swap. You could swap it onto something that would greatly benefit from having Levitate, like an electric type. Yep, that was the only thing I believe that we had to do here, but there's also another new Pokemon to go over, and that is Tentacool. Tentacool is a really underrated bulky water type with amazing special defense. Its stats are well-rounded overall, and its speed is surprisingly high for something that's typically considered a wall. Its move pool is kind of mediocre, but it does learn some good TMs, including Surf, so obviously you need Surf to access it, but once you access it, it could be your main Surf user. It is a very usable water type, and it's found almost everywhere in the water. Not in, like, little ponds of water like you see in cities, but, like, water routes like this, which we'll be seeing lots of those coming up. Okay, we have one more destination. And, you know what, I'll just meet you there. Okay, I mentioned that in the Safari Zone, there was a little bit of a shortcut we could use with Surf. And as you can see in just a second, yep, there's a little island here with a nugget, so we can sell that for money. And each of these different directions will allow us to access the other areas of the Safari Zone. For example, I'm not even sure if I showed off this section of Area 4. Yep, right over here. Oh, there's an item here that I never got. Okay. A Max Revive. Oh man, I'm lucky I came over here. That's awesome. And, ooh, another item. And a Max Potion. Wow. I can't believe I missed this spot. Well, whatever. If we surfed across that, we would end up back at the end house where we got surf in the first place. I don't think anyone in here has anything to say. You know, they're still teaching the rules, so I'm going to ignore them. And yeah, that's pretty much everything we had to do with Surf, besides other stuff I'm saving for later. So I will see. Yeah, okay, that Pokemon wasn't anything special. I will meet you what we're doing next. Okay, we're back in Celadon City for the sole purpose of going this way because it's the shortest route to Saffron City. And one thing that I just noticed actually for the first time is that after you beat the Team Rocket hideout, those Team Rocket grunts that were walking around the city actually disappear. Nice little touch that I never saw before. Anyway, if you remember, we got that tea, and the guard was super thirsty, so now he's gonna drink it. And it must be disgusting because that's been in my pocket for like 7 episodes now. Anyway, and now we have access to Saffron City. I'm struggling to read signs. Talking about, I have access to Ultra Balls at this point. And yeah, as you can see, there are Team Rocket members all over the place. So, yeah, it's no wonder this place was closed off to us. Let's see. Sigh, wouldn't this be great if the Elite Four came and stomped Team Rocket? Yeah, they are not happy with the Team Rocket members all around their city. I wouldn't be either. Oh, they're talking about how Silphco attracted Team Rocket. You'd think that, yeah, the Elite Four would come and stop this. But, although I guess if you're following the, like, canon of the manga, which technically isn't canon, the Elite Four is actually Team Rocket members, but I doubt it. Wait, don't say a word. You wanted this! And we got a TM. You already know, don't you? TM29 is Psychic. It's an attack that may also lower the target's special stats. Yeah, I'll be holding on to that for a while. I don't need to use it on my team just yet. Come around here. Snore. Ha, he's taking a snooze. Yep, the guard's asleep. Surprise, surprise. Team Rocket sucks. If we talk to this guy. Saffron belongs to Team Rocket. Yep, all the houses are boarded up by Team Rocket members. Can't get into any of them to talk to people or even check and see if they're okay. Well, except for this one down here. Ouch, watch where you're walking. I guess I did walk into him. The Pokemon Fan Club. Brock's the last word on cool. End of story. Now there's a guy I want to be like, but I beat Brock. All of us gathered here are fans of Pokemon trainers. The way they look in battle, the way they're pictured, blah blah blah. Jeez, I don't know. They haven't heard of me yet because I've only gotten 5 gym badges. No big deal. And there's no one up here, so nope, nothing to do here. And finally, let's just check out the Pokemart. Keeps Max Repel. You know what Max Repel does at this point. And revives. Now, what do you have to sell? That's the real question. Okay, nothing too big. Technically, we could have come here a long time ago and not been able to do anything. It's just that I felt like doing Fuchsia City first. The levels of trainers around both areas are about the same, so it doesn't really matter. As you can see, we can't access the gym, but there's this little old-looking gym right next to it, so why don't we check that out? I'll switch to Captain really quick. Tank, you definitely don't want to be out for when we enter this place. And it's full of fighters. Or karate black belt trainers. It's the fighting dojo. That makes sense. And yeah, so this is a sort of gauntlet of trainers that we have to get through if we want to reach the end of this place. Not a hard time if you have a flying or psychic type Pokemon. Just make sure if you have a normal flying type that it's faster than these fighting types, because you're only going to take, you're not going to take resisted damage because you're normal type, so just be mindful of that. Ooh, so close to a level up. Captain's going to get a lot of experience here, which is fine. He might not see much use for a while, to be honest. Okay. But for now, he's going to sweep through this entire place. It's pretty easy if you have a Pokemon that can handle these Pokemon. Pidgeot and Pidgeotto, not quite as useful here because, like I said, they're not as fast, so a strong fighting type attack is going to do neutral damage to them, and it could pretty easily take them out if you're not prepared. Okay, defeated the first one. And we're immediately forced into the second one because I'm in his line of sight as well. Hideki. Machop. Yeah, I'd be prepared to see lots of Machop and Mankey because the fighting type selections in this game aren't super wide. I think there's only, what, 3 or 4 fighting type families in the game to begin with. Ooh, a Machoke. Bring out the big guns. Not the biggest guns, but bigger guns. Okay, aerial aces are still sweeping right through this. Alright, so that's 2 down, 2 more regular trainers to go, and then we can fight the guy at the back. I have no fear for anything tough. I shatter boulders for training every day. Okay, I was confused by his words. Well, surprise, surprise, me being confused by words. He has a Primeape. Oh, the levels are actually getting pretty high. Yeah, this Primeape can be especially dangerous if you don't have a fast flying type or psychic type. It can one-shot lots of things with its high attack. Yow, stubbed fingers. What was he doing while we were fighting? Was he just like jabbing at the ground while my bird was eating his monkey? Is that what happened? This guy's mad I'm wearing shoes, but they're my running shoes. How else am I supposed to run? I guess I can't run inside, but that's not important. I need my running shoes. My mom gave them to me. They're important. Captain should get a level up here, which is great. Awesome. Another Mankey. I'm assuming this guy has like 2 Mankeys and a Primeape, or 3 Mankeys or something, or 2 Mankeys and a Machop. I don't know. Teams here aren't super creative. Yep, just like I thought. 2 Mankeys and a Primeape. Black Belt Mike. Crit for good measure. Probably still would have taken it out. If I could take out a level 36 Primeape, then I could definitely take out a level 31 Primeape. And that's all the trainers. Oh, I didn't realize he walks forward, but whatever. Grunt, I'm the karate master. I'm the leader here. You wish to challenge us? Expect no mercy. Fwah! We have a pseudo boss. It's just the black belt Koichi. He's no big deal, except for that he has 2 unique Pokemon. He has a Hitmonlee, which is level 37. I don't really need to go over him because he's not a real boss trainer. Okay, everything should go down in 1 hit, and a Hitmonchan is the second Pokemon. I believe it has the elemental punches, so just be careful of that. Hitmonchan really can't do much with those, but super effective damage can hurt sometimes. And easy as cake. I swept through this entire place. Indeed, I have lost, but I beseech you, do not take our emblem as your trophy. In return, I will give you a prized fighting Pokemon. Choose whichever you like. That's right, we have a choice between 2 Pokemon to get. On the right here is Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan is a slower, less powerful equivalent to Hitmonlee with higher defense. Its elemental punches are wasted on its awful special attack, and its move pool is much less powerful than Hitmonlee's. Generally, it's just completely outclassed by Hitmonlee. What I mean by elemental punches is like Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and Ice Punch. Even though you'd think they'd be great on a fighting type Pokemon like this, they're special attacks in this generation, so not really that useful. And on the left, we have Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee is a good physical sweeper with great attack and decent speed. Its HP and defense are pretty awful, but its special defense is amazing. Its move pool is pretty shallow outside of fighting and normal type moves, but the moves it does learn are powerful, like High Jump Kick and Mega Kick. And if you're worried about the accuracy of those moves, you can use Foresight to boost that. I will pick Hitmonlee. I'm not going to use it. Do I want to give it a nickname? No. Yeah, I'm not planning on using either of these on the team. You can't take both. And with that, that's pretty much everything I want to do in this episode. So, next time on Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green version, there's only one more building open to us. Let's see if we can save the people of Saffron City. See you guys then.